Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Saturday's meeting here from Fanny Bay in Darwin, which will be the 12th of April. The fixture is the first of three successive weeks of racing at Fanny Bay, with 2 Saturdays and a Friday on Anzac Day ahead of us this month. Due to solid numbers in the benchmark 54 1300 metre event, it has been divided and there will be 6 races on the card. The first is timed to jump at 2:12 p.m, while the last of the half dozen goes at 5:25 p.m. In the opener, the Sitzler Trobus handicap, it's over 1300 metres, and my numbers are 1, 3 and 2. Going here with number 1, Rhesus, the mount of Wayne Davison from the Phil Cole stable. Phil's got a big contingent of runners on the day. He's got 3 involved in this race. And Rhesus was the last up winner here on the 7th of March. That was in 3 and 4-year-old company over this trip of 1300 metres. Had been knocking on the door, Rhesus, and it was a solid win too, I thought, won by 3 lengths, and no reason to suggest it can't go on with the job. So 1 on top, ahead of 3, Sabor, trained by Jason Manning and Vanessa Rana in the saddle. Last couple of runs have been good behind He's Essential and Bryce. Still got a bit of improvement to come, I reckon, Sabor. So I've got it in to run second, and in for third, number 2, American Jazz, Jared Todd for Gary Clark. He was a winner 4 starts back, then he ran second to Queen in the North. His last couple of runs haven't been up to his usual standard, but he's quality when he's right, and I've got to put him in the mix here for third. So my numbers in race 1 are 1, 3 and 2. Second is the Rowant Trobus handicap. This is the second division of that benchmark 54 1300 metres, a field of 7 to go around here. My numbers are 5, 1 and 3. I thought To The Point is knocking on the door for Chloe Baxter and Paul Shires. Good to see Chloe with a winner in Alice Springs last Saturday during the Cup weekend with Vanguard Legends, so well done to her. And To The Point, a second 3 starts back. Last couple of runs have been 4ths behind Straya Pride and behind the very smart Brazen Bond last time out. So I thought with even luck here, To The Point was a winning chance. Number 5 on top. To beat 1 Bolin from the Gary Clark stable and Jared Todd in the saddle. Jumps from the 1 gate, had the 2 starts in Darwin for a 4th and a 3rd behind Rhesus and Bruno. So improving with each run, and up to the 1300 metres I think will suit. Got it in for second, and in for third, number 3. 2 times twice. Cup-winning jockey Hannah LeBlanc takes the mount. Great to see Hannah win the Alice Cup the other day with Hasseltop. She's in Darwin on Saturday, of course, and takes the mount here on 2 times twice. She won on this horse 2 starts back, and then last time out, when ridden by the visiting WA apprentice in Chanel Cooper, the horse finished 5th, beaten only 3 lengths by Star Spangled Dancer on that occasion, so should be in the mix here. Numbers in race 2 are 5, 1 and 3. The third's the Mindle Beach Casino Resort handicap. We move to the 1200 metre barrier now, and this for the Class 2 gallopers. Another field of 7 to go around here. Numbers 1, 4 and 2. Physical Graffiti on top from the inside gate. Jared Todd, Gary Clark, the combo. 2 starts in Darwin for 2/3. Admittedly, last time out had its chance behind 2 times twice, beaten less than half a length, but it's racing well enough to be a leading contender here. So number 1, Physical Graffiti on top. Ahead of number 4, Royal Signal, Jason Manning, the trainer rather, Vanessa Rana in the saddle. Royal Signal 3rd last time out to Star Spangled Dancer. That was a good run, I thought, in the hands of Lek Maloney. Vanessa takes the mount this time out, and Royal Signal is a live contender here for sure. And then for 3rd, a newcomer to Darwin, number 2, in Spirit Beast, trained by Chris Nash and Adam Nichols in the saddle. Chippy had a good day in Alice on Cup Day, won a couple of races down there. And Spirit Beast, first start on the top end, hasn't had a run since the 7th of December, hasn't had a trial, but my understanding is the horse has been working well enough and should be in your multiples for sure. Numbers in race 3 are 1, 4 and 2. The 4th is the Open handicap, and it's the Silks Darwin Cup packages on sale now handicap. The Cup's not far away. Now we're through the Alice Carnival, Darwin Carnival just around the corner. This over the 1200 as well, a field of half a dozen here. Gary Clark has 3 engaged, and I've got him on top with Pink Panther. 3, 2 and 6 my numbers. Pink Panther my top selection, Jared Todd for Clarkey. Hasn't had a run for about 9 weeks. Last started went 4th behind Field of Flutes. Here, that was on the 7th of Feb, and that was its first up run this campaign. So he's had that first up run, then a decent break again, and I think he'll be hard to beat here, Pink Panther. He's a pretty handy horse on his day race, really well during the Cup Carnival in Darwin last year. So 3 on top. To beat the stablemate and last start winner Siakam, Adam Nichols aboard for Gary Clark. Won here on the 28th of March. That was a good tough performance, beating Rising Sphere. That was 1100. The extra 100 won't worry Siakam. He has won at the trip on 3 occasions and 5 times second. So I've got him in for second and in for third. One that was an eye catcher last time out, number 6, Bonds Your Back. Hannah LeBlanc for Chris Pollard. Finished third at its first Darwin start. That was behind Brazen Bond. Got back, hit the line with real gusto. So only has to reproduce that to rate a chance here. It's a 3-race winner, so it's up against some better performed gallopers, but certainly its first start on the track was encouraging. Numbers in race 4, 3, 2 and 6. We go to the 5th, the Ladbrokes Odds Surge Handicap. We go to the 1,000-metre barrier now for the sprinters, and these are the 0 to 58 gallopers. Just a field of 5 to go around here. My numbers are 1, 2 and 4. Miami Vice on top, number 1, Phil Cole, Wayne Davis, the combination. A winner 3 starts back in early Feb, and then last couple of runs of 4th, then a second last time out behind Just for Marcus. Now, Just for Marcus has been in Alice Springs recently, raced well during the carnival, so I think that's a pretty good form line for Miami Vice, and I have it as my top selection. And for second, number 2, the Stiffmeister, Tayan Halter Trains, Raymond Viger in the saddle. 2 seconds, its last 2 behind Straya Pride and Star Spangled Dancer. Good runs both, and behind a couple of handy horses. So knocking on the door, the Stiffmeister. 1,000 metres, maybe on the short side. It's had 3 starts at the trip and hasn't been placed, but prepared to have it in the mix. And in for third, number 4, Field of Praise. Angie Forster, she hasn't had a runner for a while, and she puts the polish on this one. Jared Todd in the saddle, and Field of Praise hasn't had a run since the 16th of November, but could race well in a fresh state. Numbers in race 5 are 1, 2 and 4. And the last, the Sean Bryan Memorial. Sean was a former trainer in the Territory of some years ago. Trained a lot of winners in Alice Springs and Darwin, had some good success during Darwin Cup Carnivals, and Sean passed away last year. So this race run in his honour, the Sean Bryan Memorial. It's over the 1,600 metres for the 0 to 70 gallopers, and my numbers here are 1, 3 and 2. One of the best of the day, I think, number 1, Marvellous Night for Sonia Logan and husband Tom. Good to see Tommy with a really good run the other day in the Cup and Alice with Crown Waters. Of course, won the St Paddy's Cup here and ran 4th in the Alice Cup. Really good run, so well done to Tom. Marvellous Night last started here when finished second to He's Essential. That was in the second of the Apprentice Series races held in Darwin. It was no match for the winner, but fought on strongly and had the rest well beaten. Back to the mile, I think, is key for Marvellous Night, rather, and I think he's one of the best of the day. Number 1, ahead of 3, Desert Mist, finished 4th last time out behind Crown Waters in the St Paddy's Cup. And we know what Crown Waters did in Alice Springs in the Alice Cup down there. So Desert Mist, certain chance here. Jared Todd, Gary Clark. And then for third, the stablemate Global Wonder, Adam Nichols for Clarkey. 3/3, his last 3. Always finds a way to get beaten, does Global Wonder. He's had 7 wins, but he's had 14 seconds and 15 thirds. Only has to put it all together, and he'll be very hard to beat here. I've got him in for third. Numbers in the last, 1, 3 and 2. Best bet on the day is in the last. Race 6, number 1, Marvellous Night. I think he looks a good thing. Race 6, number 1, Marvellous Night. Well, the best roughie is in the same race, incidentally, and that's race 6, number 4, Magnetic Tycoon. Getting back out to the mile, the 1,600 metres, I think, is what this horse wants. So he's my best roughie. Race 6, number 4, Magnetic Tycoon. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Tractor. We'll be back again next week in advance of the Easter Saturday meeting here in Darwin, which of course is the 19th of April. And until then, good luck and good punting.